Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. My name is Japhanie Gray. Thanks so much for joining us. Of course, we are happy to have you guys this morning. It is Monday, and it is also President's Day. So however way you celebrate that, I hope you're having a good one so far today. Some of our kids are out of school right now, so let's make sure we're staying safe and staying basically. I honestly would like to take day off to just be with your families. That's going to be the best route to go for a lot of people who don't have to deal with school. But either way, stay out of trouble, everybody who is off school and everybody who is just taking a day off of work, man. Enjoy your peace and quiet. But speaking of work, man, we are having to cover this particular story. I want to bring it to their also attention because, here on the Morning Sprint, we bring you those stories where it kind of makes you smile, it makes you kind of get you talking sometimes and make you scratch your heads in certain cases. But here's a situation. We're taking some screen grabs from this viral video that I'm pretty sure you guys have seen of this lady, little teen, doing her job. She's just simply a car wash employee. But as you can see on your screen, it appears that someone is holding a cup out of the window. And as you can tell, they splashed her in the moment of her washing their vehicle. Yeah. That is some really unruly, disrespectful stuff that happening and coming from that driver there. Well, we have the way she got instant revenge right after he called himself showing her a lesson or whatever. Like I said, I absolutely hate it when people take it and go the extra mile to be that extra. These people are already servicing you, washing your vehicle, doing something for you, and then you do something like disrespectful like that, splashing. I don't care who you are. Don't splash anybody with anything because, again, that's a slap in the face in my world. But whatever, we get into what she did following that encounter coming up later in the sprint. But for right now, let's get into something a little bit more serious, something that a lot of our parents, I think, are thinking about right now. Obviously, we don't ever want to think about a child overdosing or anything like that. But what happens if it does? Okay, so we have, hold on just a second. Got all my stuff out of whack right now. But yeah, no, dealing with Narcan is one of those situations where a lot of parents are trying to, basically look to figure out how can I treat my child if they were dealing with the overdose. This is a common misconception that children can't use naloxone or Narcan. And 10 News sat down with a pharmacist in Corellia who tells us the dosage is the same for a child, adult, or even a pet.
Children would perhaps get into medication thinking that it was candy, medication laying around, or maybe not even knowing what it is. We have had instances where we've heard of potentially friends sharing medication thinking this was Tylenol or this was ibuprofen or it was just something we got from, our parents' or grandparents' cabinets.
So yeah, no, this is one of those situations where you are dealing with obviously something that is just, it keeps you always on your toes. Again, with this fentanyl and all that stuff coming about, that's just something that we never should have to deal with whatsoever. But if you find yourself in a situation where you have to use Narcan or someone, it's important to call 911 as soon as you can to get that wrapped up so that we can make sure, again, people are receiving what they need to receive. But, it's just, again, one of those scary situations where fentanyl apparently is making itself known in a lot of different things that we never had to think about in our past, and now this is a concern, and it's sad that is a concern of ours, but it's always good to be trained on Narcan or at least have some type of backup plan when dealing with that. Lynchburg's monumental terrace could get 3 new memorials to recognize local veterans. This is a good deal right here. Three tributes are paid for by the various veterans organizations in Lynchburg at no expense to the city. And the additions would include a soldier's battlefield cross statue and a memorial plaque and Purple Heart Memorial bench, all to symbolize the sacrifices made by many for our freedoms. Now, the veterans will go before the city council next week to try to secure approval for these new additions. So, always good to show love for our veterans, especially whenever we could give monuments or anything built in that nature, because, again, because of them, we are able to have the freedoms and enjoy the freedoms that we have today. If you got a sweet tooth, we got some good news for you, man. Check this out. Mr. Goodies will open for the 2024 season on Saturday, March the 9th. This year is also a big milestone for the family-owned ice cream shop. It's been serving the Lynchburg community on Timberlake Road for almost 2 decades. And from cones to sundaes, the business is known for its unique flavors, and it looks pretty tasty as well. I have never ever heard of Mr. Goodies, but I know this is something that a lot of families. This might be one of those traditions that families love ice cream. I'm a big ice cream person, but you know me, I am the basic kind of ice cream person where I will typically just only do cookies and cream. Nothing really do super extravagant, but I know some people love going that extra mile and doing something extravagant with their ice cream flavors. Either way, if you're a part of, if you're in love with Mr. Goodies or excited about this opening, this is something for you, and I know, bet you guys definitely looking forward to it. All right, moving on, man. Freezing for a reason. This weekend we had the polar plunge, and at the polar plunge, it was definitely cold. To the fact of the matter, it was making everybody nervous standing out there at Bishop Park because it started snowing. The flurries looked like an actual blizzard was happening at one point in time. But again, it was all for a good reason. And get this, hundreds of people did a Saturday. That's what plunging is what hundreds of people did Saturday and raised a lot of money. So check it out. This was us. This is our team. Me, Duke, Jeff Hanowich, our girl Brittany Furrow, and our GM Jamie all went out there, had a good time, man. It was one of those things where you guys selected Duke to take the plunge, and yeah, he was not looking forward to it, as none of us was, because it was again a cold situation right there. But it was all worth it because get this, everybody, all of our donations combined together was $95,000. All of that going to support Special Olympics Virginia, supporting local athletes. So yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but again, it was funny because being a part of something where, like as you can see, when we walked in, it was one of those things where the water was actually warmer than what the temperature was outside. So getting in the water, it wasn't that bad. It was getting out of the water, which was super crazy because we didn't even have costumes on or anything. People who had costumes had to go through immediate freeze mode right then and there. But we didn't, of course. We just got out, and as you can see, everybody booked it as soon as they got out of the water. It was a fun experience to be a part of. I'm definitely going to try to do it again next year. But again, it was fun, and I was able to, like I said, had my grandma walk as I made my way out. Look, Duke is just getting it. And then I'm just the only one taking my time, making my way up the hill. But again, it was fun, man. Good times right there. But right now, obviously, the weather is still cold, still dry. Let's get to meteorologist Parker Beasley with our forecast for our President's Day.
Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Parker Beasley. Here's a look at your planner. Starting off pretty chilly, but a warming trend with a light breeze will supply temperatures to get into the 50s this afternoon. Lynchburg, Southside 57, the NRV and Highlands lower 50s. So high pressure is allowing for lots of sunshine and lots of warmth to occur. This same trend will continue into Tuesday and even into Wednesday of this week.
All right, Parker. Thank you so much. Moving on to next story that we're going over, man. Okay, so in the age of modern romance, dating apps are the new norm. You get on the dating apps, you try to find your boo thing and all that stuff. But are they addictive? That is the question. New lawsuit is claiming that, and it's actually, trying to do some damage right now. They got the class action lawsuit alleges that popular dating apps like Tinder and Hinge are designed to be addictive. Argument goes that the apps use subscriptions and in-app purchases to prioritize profits over helping users find relationships.
What's difficult here is to say at what point something is behaviorally problematic, at what point something is irresponsible in terms of encouraging unhealthy behavior, and at what point something is actually causing harm. And all of those points are very much a matter of debate when it comes to social media, including dating apps.
So Match, who is the parent company for the dating app, responded to the lawsuit saying that it's ridiculous and has zero merit, adding that our business model is not based on advertising or engagement metrics. We actively strive to get people on dates every day and off our apps. So what do you guys think about this? You think this lawsuit holds water? Does it not? I don't know. You tell me what you believe. Is it addicting? I have, like I said, everybody tests this out every once in a while if you're not in a relationship. I don't find it addicting. I never found it addicting because I'm just like, I'm bored. I just throw it away. Some people may, I don't know. But if it is addicting and if it's serving a more negative cause, I guess it's something that people should look at. A lawsuit, I'm not really even sure how that would even work. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on that, okay? So take a look at this. This is some crazy video coming out about a tow truck high-speed chase. Okay, there you go, right there. If you're looking at your screen, got some drama happening. Tow truck on the run from police. Driver hijacked the tow truck and was providing roadside assistance. Maryland State Police followed it through residential areas, watching the driver run into other cars. And at one point, the hijacker even rams a police car. Finally, after a little under an hour, the driver was stopped and taken to custody. And my thing is what in the world were you thinking? Like, did you do something? Were you in that serious trouble that you decided that you were going to go out with a bang? I will never understand this, but hey, man, that's just not a sight that you see every day. And the fact of the matter is that this dude had the audacity to even crash into, got this big diesel engine, crashing into vehicles, going the wrong way. Like, come on, man. It's a lot of action I guarantee you they were not expecting to have to deal with that. But just a little fun right there on the highway. Fortunately, he was off the roads, or they got him off the streets, and no injuries were reported. He didn't do anything crazy. So, anyways, let's get to this story that I was telling you guys about with this teen working a car wash, minding her own business. Granted, you can't hear any audio, so I don't know what happened prior or after or what even took place, but I just know the video is not the best when it comes down to seeing how some people treat workers, or some people think it's appropriate to treat workers, okay? So it's this teen washing a vehicle, and we got screen grabs right now. This is coming from TMZ, some clips or picture images from the video that they posted. But if you're looking at your screen, you see that this dude puts his cup out the window and sprays or throws the lemonade out. And the girl retaliates, like, I don't care. But let me break it down. Let me slow it down just a little bit more. Okay, so she's spraying the vehicle. The guy opens the window right there. You see his cup is hanging out of the window. If you look a little bit more, going to move to the next scene, and splash. It's going to hit her right there while she was cleaning his tires, right? So in her response to that, which I don't blame her, homegirl has the water hose. She said, I'm not the only one about to get wet. She literally aims and fires at dude, which again, who wouldn't have done that? Honestly, okay, I know some people were just like, maybe she should have told management, maybe she should have handled it a different way. There's an instinct in us that's just like, hold up, I know this didn't just happen. Wait, whoa. And honestly, he set himself up for failure for that. So let me kind of explain to you what all happened, okay? This is coming from the article. Her name is Anna. She's 18-year-old. She became a viral sensation spraying water from a power hose through the open window of a rude customer's vehicle while working at an Indiana car wash. 14-second clip is what it is. You can go online and see it. But again, the white sedan drives up, suddenly rolls down their window and chucks a plastic cup of lemonade, splashes the team. And without missing a beat, Anna instantly retaliates by aiming her hose at the woman's open window and dousing her before carrying on with her work. And that was the funny part, because if you look at your screen, you got her spraying the woman right there. And then watch this. She goes right back to cleaning the car as if she's doing her job, you know. So the splashy moment, which occurred on February the 3rd, has gone viral on Instagram, racking up 62 million views and prompting the car wash to impose a ban on the drink tossing customer, which is good. Anyways, this is what Anna had to say. She was like, I was loading the car like I did with so many cars before that, making sure that they safely entered the car wash belt. She said, once I pulled the car in all the way, I put the number into the system so they got their wash that they paid for. I picked up the pressure washer, started spraying down their car, and then she said the girl rolled down her window and they were eliminating me, and I was in shock. She says that her reaction to the affront was to just power wash the window, and the woman had decided to roll it down. Says that the student who Anna is, she said that her employer sided with her to ensure that her workplace safety. So I told my managers who were not okay with the customer throwing a drink at me, and they decided to ban her and her boyfriend from the car wash, as they should. Again, that was something that's just ridiculous. Again, one more time, she's washing the car. Then this woman rolls down the window, splashes the lemonade on her, and then she immediately says that she was actually going to try to just spray the window, but the girl just happened to have the window open. It goes right in the car. She's better than me, because I honestly would have filled that car up to the windshield. Anyways, let's get to what you guys had to say in the comment section about this. So a lot of you, which I'm not surprised by at all, supported this girl, because again, you never know what people go through when they're working in these kind of environments. You know, like could be having a bad day, they could be trying to make ends meet, they're already probably not getting paid the most, and the last thing they need is for somebody to be disrespectful, throw a cup of anything on them, you know, and just completely disrupt their entire day. Anyways, one of the comments coming in, she says, I hope she charged them extra for the interior wash. Bravo, little girl. Yeah, good comment right there. Another comment's coming in. It's coming from Nicholas. He says that he would have gotten water until he was out of reach of the hose or until he rolled the window up. Then I'd find a bucket, fill it halfway with dirt, added water, and met him on the other end just to dash mud right back on that car. He was ready. He was like, I'm about to choose violence on that. You don't splash me with no lemonade. Krista says that this is the most satisfying thing I've ever seen all day, which is understandable. Again, hey, get your lick back. Moving on to this comment. It says that if I was to defend myself, I'd say it was just my reflex, the stimuli to react to defend myself from any harm. Sorry to the car owner. Sorry, not sorry. Amen for that. That's 100% right. And then have another comment coming in. Says that, nope, that's self-defense. I 100% think that's the case as well. Self-defense for sure. And then this person comes in and says, good for her. We need to stand up to people like that. 100%. Because guess what? I guarantee you that person's going to think twice before trying to do something disrespectful like that again. And then last but not least, we got a person that says, good. So a lot of people in support of this girl's actions. Again, I'm in support of her actions because I honestly would not have continued cleaning the vehicle. I would have just, you know, at that time, honestly, I would have probably been spraying inside their gas tank. Like, I don't know what I would do in that moment. I don't know what kind of day I'm having, but she handled it the best way she knew how. Let's get Jazzy Jazz in there. Jazz, are you with me?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, girl. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I am good. This story with this girl just washing this car and this dude or this chick raise her window down, throws lemonade on her. Like, how disrespect. That's kind of like you just got out of your car, physically assaulted her. That's how I feel.
Honestly, I think she deserved what happened to her because you don't just disrespect people like that. And it's so often I see people taking advantage of workers and people at work just because they're young and it's treating them any kind of way as if they're not a human being themselves. So I'm sure she didn't expect her to react that way, but I'm sure she learned her lesson to not do it again. Because
yes.
you don't know the mindset people, let alone a teenager.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm like, what?
Audacity to do something like that.
Right.
So regardless of what happened, if you're mad with her service, could have handled that in a different manner.
Exactly. And my thing is, like I said, she's better than me because I would have sprayed until I couldn't spray anymore into that vehicle.
And I wouldn't blame you because you do that. I'm assuming she thought that she wouldn't. I'm assuming she thought she wouldn't react to it, but I'm glad that she did because I can only imagine how many other people that she's going around and disrespecting in the same fashion. So she deserved what she got, in my opinion.
Right. And my thing is that how in the world, like, it's just one of those things. Like, what did you expect was going to happen? Like, and like you said, it's sad because again, because she's young. You're gonna do something like that, take advantage of her. Like, come on, man. That was just unheard of for no reason at all.
Exactly. Like I said, if she's doing this to her, I can only imagine how many other people like feel comfortable enough to throw a whole drink at somebody. Or whatever you put out in the world will surely find its way back.
Amen.
So, all I gotta say about that.
Well, Jazz, do we have any viewers or comments today?
We don't have any comments today. We have a ton of viewers, but if you guys want to leave a comment, because we'd love to hear from you guys. We know that you guys like watching us, but don't comment as often. But it's nothing to be afraid of. It's a really laid back, chill kind of environment, and we definitely want to be able to interact with your comments and just to hear from you guys and hear your guys' thoughts on these different stories that we have. So if you're watching the morning sprint later and you still want to leave a comment, don't worry. We'll still go back and read them and respond to them in tomorrow's episode. You can do that by heading to WSOS.com, our Facebook, or on our YouTube. Super easy to leave a comment. And again, we read all you guys' comments and we love hearing from you guys.
Perfecto. Jazz, you said there's some type of sweepstakes you guys got going on, right?
So we got a new sweepstakes especially for insiders. It's completely free to sign up. It'll take you maybe 30 seconds. All you need is an email and just gonna think of a password. It's to the Harlem Globetrotters. So you have until February 24th to enter. You can win five 4-packs of tickets for the entire, or 4 packs of tickets for the entire family to go see the Harlem Globetrotters. There will be 5 winners. So like I said, enter for your chance to win. It's completely free to do so. There's no catches. All you need to do is head to WSLS.com and sign up to be an insider. So good luck, everyone.
Perfecto, Jazz. Thank you so much.
All
All right, bye. All right, guys, we're about to roll on out of here. But until we do, until next time, I appreciate you guys so much for joining us today. Again, a show that's jam-packed with different stories that'll have you smiling. Some of them will have you scratching your head, and sometimes just having a conversation started. I think that's the best part about the morning sprint that I love to do with you guys. So, again, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. WSLS.com. See you then.